Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the CU Rec Center Ice Rink here in beautiful Boulder, Colorado, for today's matchup featuring the Colorado State Rams and the Colorado Buffaloes in the one and only Rocky Mountain Face-Off. Thank you all for tuning in. Kieran Morgan alongside Aiden Glockner coming to you on ScoBuff Sports. Bit of a bare bones stream here today as our equipment vault was closed for winter break, but we'll do our best to bring you a good live stream here today, folks. And it's a pretty interesting matchup we got coming here today. Yeah, it's a big matchup here today. The Rams with a dominating win last night. But here for the starting lineups, let's go to public address announcer Connor Tarbert. What a big day it is for both of these teams. They know what's at stake coming into the Rocky Mountain Face-Off, and a huge crowd here today at the CU Rec Center from both sides. Colorado State really showing out here today in this tiny little rink that we got here at the CU Rec Center. We are thrilled to have you folks coming in here today. They're going to make a statement here. This is the Rocky Mountain face-off. They know what's at stake here. And Cam Piggott heading to center ice for the draw against Connor Schluckman. And CSU will take it. We are underway here at the CU Rec Center. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Comes back to the Rams, taken by Captain Ty Doan, the defenseman. It goes back to Dougie Wood, takes a shot that's whistled high over the net. 15 seconds gone by. Buff's already trying to make a statement. Comes back out to Michael Ryan. Ryan out to Wood at the half wall. That's played into the corner. Puck loose behind the net. Cam Piggott trying to get it, but Doan will come away with it for CSU. Taken by Andor. He clears the zone. Already not able to get there. Buffs wanted an icing. They won't get one. I'm thinking by Ryan, a trip up to the left of Matthew Server, goaltender for Colorado. Now taken by Wood. Surrounded by a herd of Rams. The puck is loose near the half wall. Comes out of the zone. And coming the other way now is Carrick Stevens. Stevens looking for the wraparound. Loses it behind the net. Taken by Carney. Carney sent out to Hoff-Teaser. Hoff-Teaser sticks that nearly gloved down. That's Stuckey. Stuckey finally seeing some action on the ice in the second half of this fall season. Now taking Hoff-Teaser. Out to Stuckey. Taken at the other side by Hunter Merrick. Merrick near his bench. Looking, he'll send that into the corner for Dickinson. Fighting for it. Still loose, and we'll get a stoppage. Very electric 90 seconds of play to start off this game. Owen Dickinson to attempt the draw. It's Aiden Bonfield. Now taken by Hull at the top. Loses his footing. That's pulled out of the air by Perini. Hoff-Teaser chasing it down. And up by Stuckey. Back around to Perini. And Merritt takes it. He clears the zone. Stuckey. Another turnover. Taken in the corner by Christian Collins. Sent across. And by Perini up the right side. Looking for Collins. Now before it's taken by Logan Bergy. And the Buffs coming the other way. Rosalenko out to Dickinson, but it's offsides against the Buffs. Jake Rosalenko a little too jumpy there with Brody Pearson trying to get across the blue line. That forces play back up to the neutral zone. Crowd still filtering in at the CU Rec Center. Bergy attempted the draw. Colorado State comes away with it. Puck losing the zone out to center. Buffs trying to clear. Bergy plays it into the corner. By Murray. Pearson sent across. Into by Bergy. Bergy, that pass gloved down. Murray plays it high into the corner. Chasing it down is Friston for the Rams. Now coming the other way, it's Ty Doan, the captain, defenseman for the Rams. And across along the boards, wrapping around. Luke Massey and company on the ice. Massey with another hit, doing what he does best. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Mitchell takes a hit from Massey. Physicality ramping up. Ronda now takes a shot, deflected by Server, and that'll hit the netting. Now play resumes, taken by Colorado. Jake Carney clears the zone. Bucks trying to bounce back and trying to even this series against the number 2 team in their conference. Hartek into the corner. Wait forward to Moan. Moan back on the ice. This weekend, Charlie Sandberg. Let's play back by Merrick. Jeremy Nash into the corner. Moan again. Out zone is cleared. Coming back the other way is the Rams into the corner for Sandberg. Fighting for it with Mac Feinberg. Nash clears the zone. Takes a hit at the boards. Into the opposite corner. Chased by Sleds. And Cam Pickett and company back out on the ice. Sets out to Andor. Can't connect. Hall bouncing along. On the boards for Dougie Wood. But he loses the puck in the corner. Hall again. Wrapped around again into the corner. Wood trying to get a stick on it. That shot deflected wide. Matthew Server not seeing a ton of action yet today. Through this game, still young, and it will ramp up for sure. Testa chasing it into the corner, as is Hull. Hull leaves it back for Testa. Bounced along the glass. Still fighting for it is Testa and Jake Carney in the mix. Schumann comes back out. That shot for Perini deflected. They score! Rams on the board early. 4.5 minutes gone by here in the first period. Doing what they did last night. What a play by TJ Norris. Forward from Mobile, Iowa. Making a statement for the Rams early here in Boulder.
Obviously not a save. Simply gone. Something that I just mentioned happened last night. Colorado beat up 40. Now, it's only under 5 minutes into this first frame. So you got to wonder how will the Buster respond to this? Sure that it doesn't progress to that they faced last night.
I'll take it. That shot right off the face-off, saved by Server. He's taking no chances, starting to wake up. Wow, what a play by CSU earlier. Another wraparound attempt coming, and it's cleared out by David Hofteaser. Chasing it down is Fritzen. Fritzen plays it to Suki, intercepted by Hofteaser. Coming out Dickinson, the right side of the half wall, loses the puck. Rams coming the other way. It's Stevens. Stevens up the left side. That shot from the point, saved by Server. Another shot, rebound on in front. Whistled wide and high over the net. Puck loses the half wall at the right side. Buff's trying to clear it. The Rams keep it in. Michael Ryan finally clears. Sponfeld going up the left side. He'll chip it high into the corner and go to the bench. Testa in the corner behind his own net. He'll handle. He's feeling pressure from Petrangelo. Now Pearson with a big hit. He's Jake Rosalenko rather in front of the Rams bench. Pearson does a bit of a scrub with Mitchell in the corner. Coming the other way is Christian Collins. Collins up the slot. Heads out to Hunt Bond. That's a cross. Then for Petrangelo. Can't connect. That shot out in front of Petrangelo. Collins rather out in front. That's rebound was saved by Matthew Server. A Herculean effort.
Colorado State's the Buffs last night. Now first in the WCHL. I believe nothing. Whereas Colorado season there. So that's obviously
Yeah, a bit of a rough start here for Colorado this season, especially after the nearly making nationals last year, and now they're near the bottom of the conference. I mean, this is not really where they want to be for sure. This season's drastically different. Now Massey with a one-timer from deep. Pickett for the rebound, and it's saved again. I see you, goaltender Colin Gallimore. Icing coming against the Rams. And this crowd is into it for sure. So, play resumes in the corner. And the Rams don't. Sandberg trying to keep it in, but cleared out. Coming the other way is Collins up the left side. Collins setting up a shot. Cross ice. Back to Collins. Just deflected wide of the net. Holy cow. What a chance for the Rams to capitalize. Coming the other way. Testa clears his own. Four sets. Taken by Wood. Wood will clear the zone. Wood coming back out. Nash trying to clear his zone. Gets it back out to Rondo. Rondo looking at Feinberg. Zone is cleared. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Now up the right side is Pickett. He's got wheels. Takes a hit from Ty Doan. Puck loose in the corner. Four sets coming the other. Chris is coming the other way. One is cleared. Puck loose in the corner. Hole in pursuit. Rondo in the corner on the opposite side, trying to set up a shot. Nash clears his zone. Mitchell sent back out. Oh, wants the puck. Now handled by Emerson Malas. Malas shot wide left. Puck still loose in front. Now coming the other way is the Rams. Handled yet again. Excellent stick work by Shookman. Shookman pass play intercepted by Merrick. Loose in the corner. Now it's sent back out. They're trying to clear the zone. And Merrick takes a check in the corner. He goes down. Hartek trying to get his stick on that to clear the zone. No, it's Nash. Well, here comes Malas. Had that overtime winner earlier this season. Parini. I got to Andor. Cross-ice pass intended for Shookman. Shookman pass can't connect with TJ Norris. Now Shookman behind the net. Into the corner. Shookman closing in. Takes a shot to save again by Server. Looks like it went off the post as well. That's cleared out by the Buffs and gloved down by Parini. And trick coming. Not wanting to call on Andor. They're not going to get one. Approach 10.5 minutes to go here in the first period. Your score, Rams 1, Buffs 0. Up top of the zone. That's nearly intercepted by Stuckey. And zone is cleared again by the Buffs. That's off of Fritzson. Fritzson looking for the puck. Massey at the top of his zone. And cleared out again by Logan Bergy. 10 minutes to go here in period number 1. Bonfeld going the other way now for the Rams. Massey with the backhand pass. Into the corner for Rosalenko. Massey takes a check. Goes down to the corner. And a penalty coming against the Rams. Well, looks like we're going to have a Buffs penalty, rather. To be on Luke Massey. He went down. He is not pleased. So first power play of the day will go to the Rams. The draw will be taken by the Rams. Mitchell at the top. Through the blue line, sent back. Centering pass for Stevens. Intercepted by Malas. He's going the other way. Malas has wheels. Chance shorthanded. That shot whistled wide right. 9.5 to go in the first.
On there. Like, 9 out of 10. Not great.
Does include out Petrangelo. Mitchell looking for help. Set to Collins. Collins at the half wall. So that's a Hunt Bond. Hunt Bond setting up a shot down the slot, and it's saved again by Server. Now into the corner for Collins. Left it back from Petrangelo. Petrangelo shot again off the path to Server. Rebound out in front. Server diving for the save. He's still out. Hunt Bond with a shot in front. And a Herculean effort again by Matthew Server. His defenders diving in front. And Server will smother that one as a scrum is taking place in front of the net of Matthew Server. Michael Ride getting in on that. We'll see some penalties assessed here, most likely. Wow, what a scrum that was. This is the Rocky Mountain face-off. I would expect nothing less. Yeah. Yes, that's Connor Petrangelo and Carrick Stevens heading to the box for the Rams. And it looks like Jay Carney's going to head to the box as well. Some captains convening near center ice momentarily with the officials trying to debate this call. But yeah, it looks like they're trying to figure out the penalties right now. It looks like it's going to be 4-on-4 hockey. 8:45 to go here in the first period. 61 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Russ will have a man advantage for just under a minute when we come out of this. Anyway, is Monfeld looking. Monfeld. Now taken by Piggott. Intercepted by Princeton in the corner. He's going to wrap around for Monfeld behind the net. Monfeld going behind the net. Hole trying to intercept it. Now Testa's got a chance. Set the cross. Testa up the right side. That's deflected into the Buffs net. Looks like it's caught by Ethan Blackburn. Yeah, one of the goaltenders for CSU.
And here's where you want to see with a little bit more nice fun. Not a whole power play, but functional power play. You want to see the top guys.
Now Murray. Murray sent across to Testa. Testa with a shot, whistled way wide to the right of the net of Gallimore. That shot got rid of into the corner. Friston will pick it up. Those top skaters looking for another opportunity. Piggott fighting for the puck in the corner. Murray's going to go to the bench, rather. 4-on-4 is over. It's a man advantage for the Buffs. Can they capitalize? We shall see. That center pass for Piggott from Ryan can't connect. Top of the zone now is Hole. Ryan, back to Hole. Moving into the slot. That's deflected and cleared out by Tydone. Now Ryan. Step across. Piggott will take it. Dickinson up the left side takes a hit from Cromwell. Let's wrap around. Here's Dougie Wood. Wood back to Emerson Malas. Malas with an opportunity up the slot. Getting out to the right. Looking. Ryan at the top. Sent back to Ryan at the point. And here's Hofsteaser. Hofsteaser fights into the corner. And he goes down. You see, kept in the top by Ryan. Final seconds of the power play. That shot kept out by Gallimore. And the power play is over for the Buffs. 6:45 to go here in period number one. Rams still lead by one. Not taking going the other way. Now here's Murray. He's going to wrap around. And it'll be an icing call against the Rams. Here's the third icing call. Lutfeld looking. Looks like going to the corner. Murray out to Stevens. Stevens looking for the puck. Takes a check from Murray. The crowd wanted a call. They won't get one. Murray with a shot from deep, and it's kept out by Gallimore, who dives on top of it. Another scrub taking place. Murray trying to get out and avoid further chaos. Now it's taken. The loss. They'll wrap around. Taken by Merrick. After the zone is cleared. Sled sends across for Doan. Now it's Nash into the corner. Looking for help from Hartek. Put out for Fritzen. Fritzen at the top. Puck is lost in the corner. Fritzen again. It's life. Cross ice. Sent to Hernberger on the Rams. Now Mitchell diving back. Retreating back into the zone. Sent across. Cam Cromwell. Now Sleds out to Merrick. As it's intercepted. Cross ice for Cromwell. With some pressure from Shookman. Now taking Piggott with a shot. That's deflected. Diving for that save. It's Mitchell. What an effort. And back going the other way now is Shookman. Shookman, that shot deflected. And play stops. Sun's starting to come in here. It's at CU Rec Center. Inside 5 minutes to go. Into the draw for is Dougie Wood, and the Rams take it. That shot kept out by Server. Now cleared out by the Buffs. Going the other way is Dougie Wood. He's got help. Testa. Not before the Rams clear their zone again. Michael Ryan in no hurry to keep that in at the blue line. Andor. The chance at the left side. Andor skating up the slot. Save by Server. Rebound. Shot out in front and diving for it was Matthew Server. The play stops. The other way we've got Nash. Or excuse me, Massey. Massey takes a check at the corner. Murray sent it out to Dickinson. Dickinson, that shot was way deep and was wrapped around behind the net by Kristen and kept in by Luke Massey at the top. The support is Hoff-Teaser wrapping around. Petrangelo at the half wall. He'll clear it out. No, but not before it's kept in. So they might have called offsides against the Buffs. Crowd's starting to wake up here. CSU crowd in particular getting very chippy. Now draw taken by Hoff-Teaser. Sent out to Massey. Massey takes a shot. Save again by Gallimore. Gallimore said they score! Colorado has tied the game at 1. 3:45 to go in the first period. What a shot by Owen Dickinson. CU's crowd roars back to life. Wow, what a shot. And the Buffs have tied this game at 1. An absolutely glorious play. The Scobus chant started yet again. Now it's taken. That shot again is going to be diving. A diving save by Gallimore. Now Logan Bercy in to attempt the draw. Rams will take it. Collins racing for it, but we get a stoppage of play immediately. Wow, the sun is really intruding in from the plexiglass here in the rink. Jake Rosalenko in for the draw. He'll face off against Eric Stevens. Rosalenko gets the draw. Pearson shot right off the face-off save made by Gallimore. Pearson to the cross. Well, it's intercepted by Cromwell and cleared out of the zone. Bergy taking a little bit of a check. Bonfeld. Rams trying to regain the lead. It's the closest game we've seen from the Buffs in quite a while. Rams with a dominating start last night, looking to capitalize again. That shot deflected by Luke Massey. Out in front, but we'll get a stoppage of play, and a penalty will be coming. Looks like Charlie Murray's going to head to the box, getting a little too physical behind the net. In for the draw is Nick Hartek facing Christian Collins. And here comes the draw to the left. Matthew Server. Buffs take it. Artek sent back to Hull. That's wrapped around for Cam Piggott. Another power play chance for the Rams. That shot from deep from Mitchell, and it's kept out by Matthew Server right from the point down that slot. Gallimore comes out to play the puck. It's back for Mitchell. 2.5 to play here in period number 1. 90 seconds to go on the power play. Hull will play this back out in the zone. Gotta be honest, I'm a little surprised that we have not seen more penalty minutes so far this game. After last night, they just want to keep it kind of civil. Artet taking a bit of a check. And a penalty will be assessed this time. As looks like we're going to be even. With a scrum nearly taking place. Collins getting into the fight. Heading into the back box is going to be Riley Hunt Bond. Looks like it's going to be, might be getting 4-on-4. Multiple Bucks are going to head of the box. Coming out is Hartek. Seems like a timeout was called by Colorado. We'll discuss their plan of action. 2:08 to play here in period number 1. Game tied at 1. Dickinson and Doan, 2 captains for the Buffs, listening in on the officials. Physicality, just right as I said, physicality really starting to ramp up here, and we're seeing a lot more penalty minutes. I mean, to be honest, not as much as I thought it was going to be, but still. Game is still young. Still got 40 minutes to play after this. Christian Collins getting up in everybody's business so far today. Officials checking in on the Florida State box. Looks like David Hoftes are checking in as well. The linesman will meet with the Buffs bench momentarily. Trying to figure out their next course of action. Looks like we'll have 4-on-4 hockey. But it might be 4-on-3. The scorer's box trying to work it out for the moment. So it will be 4-on-4. Dougie Wood loses the draw against the Rams. So Connor Petrangelo will be assessed a penalty. And down goes Andor. They're coming back the other way. It's Dougie Wood. He's got wheels skating up into the slot. But it's turned over to Andor. Andor sent it across to Shuckman, intercepted by Carney. Carney pass intercepted by Fritzen. Now sent back to Mitchell. Mitchell at the top of his zone. Looking for a chance. 24 seconds to go on 4-on-4. Buff will have a brief man advantage. Fritzen off the right side with Shuckman. This pass is broken up. Play is broken up by Hofteaser. Now cleared out by Matty Hull. Hofteaser wants a piece of it up the left side. Looking, he's forced into the corner where he loses the puck. Now Testa shot, score! Elliot Testa from the corner. Bucks take their first lead of the weekend right as the power play commences. Wow, that is how you make a statement going into the final minute of play. Giving Nathan McKinnon vibes from last week. Scoring in the final minute of the second period of that game against the Vancouver Canucks earlier this week. Now Logan Bergy to attempt the draw, and he'll take it. Now Pearson forces it into the corner with help from Carney. 45 seconds to go here in the first period. Buffs lead by one. Now the other way, Pearson, he's got a chance, one-on-one, takes a shot, score! Brody Pearson! The lead has been extended to 2. 3-1 Colorado on a breakaway. Holy cow! I can't believe it. Scope ups indeed. Wow, this place has roared to life once again. Logan Bercy and company will head to the bench. Looks like Cam Piggott will come out for what is likely the final play of the period. As the lead has been extended to 2. It's 3-1 Colorado. Draw taken by the Rams. Fritzen dropping back. Cross ice to Mitchell. Mitchell pass bounced along the board, nearly into his own bench. Collin. Now Sledge lost the puck. Works back to Fritzen in the corner. Looking the other way is Wood. Wood. Intercepted by Mitchell. Now Michael Ryan. Looking. Brings it over to Collins. Rams with one last chance. The final seconds of the period. Another wraparound. A big hit in the corner by Dougie Wood. And diving for the puck is Luke Massey. And another scrum ensues in the Buff zone. Wow, what an electrifying end to that first period. My goodness. This crowd loves it. Quite frankly, we do too up here at the broadcast table for Scope Up Sports. An electrifying first period.
Yeah, Kieran, electrifying, as you said. It was a phenomenally intense second half of that first period. A little bit of some struggles there for Colorado State, or for Colorado for the first half. Colorado State really putting it on, really getting some pressure on them. They were up, I believe, 7-1 in shots at the time, up 1-0 on the scoreboard. But then, like we said, Colorado, they had a good response shift. They had a good couple shifts after that. Some of the plays started going their way. It was back and forth hockey. And then, bam, 1 goal, bam, 2 goals, bam, 3 goals. The final 2 within the final minute of the first period. What a response here from the Colorado Buffaloes against their rival up from Fort Collins, up 3-1 after the first period.
Welcome back to Boulder, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready for period number 2 between the Colorado State Rams and the Colorado Buffaloes. As a reminder, your score, Colorado 3, Colorado State 1 after an electrifying final minute of period number 1. And Buffs are getting ready to continue that momentum into the next 20 minutes. Buffs and Rams convene at their benches as play continues. Will continue momentarily here on SBS. So here they come. Server and Gallimore have switched sides. Now Cam Piggott in to attempt the draw, but it's taken by Shookman. Been sent across. Taking it down now is Andor. Zone is cleared out by Colorado. Norris. They play it back into the corner. Merrick trying to intercept it, but couldn't. Taking it into the corner is Andor. Now Fritzen. Fritzen will wrap around and send it back. Merrick in the vicinity. Played by Server. Bounced off the boards, taken by Wood. Now Wood coming back out to Doan. Pass intended for Hole. Nearly intercepted, but couldn't get there. As it's bounced off the glass, nearly hit the netting, but stays in play. Norris. Cleared out by Piggott. Piggott's getting up into the slot, takes a bit of a trip. Hole from deep, wide right, into the corner. Testa looking for it. Collins couldn't keep it in the top of his zone. They couldn't clear it. Now Server brings it out to Hole. Server back into his net.
Just took it off a little bit.
Hole wrapping around behind. He's got help from Murray. Now Wood. Wood pass intended for Dickinson, broken up by Petrangelo. Into the corner is Cromwell. Down goes Dickinson. He's facing Collins. Massey comes back. Icing called against the Rams. It's their 4th on the day.
So Colorado ended that first period with 3 goals, 2 of them in the final minute. Phenomenal response, like we said at the end of the first period, Kieran. And they're starting out here pretty good. It's only a minute or so, minute and change into this second period, but Colorado State, Colorado, a little bit back and forth here. And I want to see Colorado keep up the pace they had from that final 5 or so minutes of the last frame.
It's not quite the case right now, as that was deflected up into the netting and out of play. But if they can keep that momentum going into this period, they are going to be in good shape for sure. Helping out Matthew Server, keeping those goals out of the net. He's only allowed 1 on the day. That was an easy goal from the Rams. But wow, the Buffs had some incredible goals earlier today. Now back into it, Buffs take the draw. And the zone, Cromwell is going to intercept it. Back into the corner, picked up by Mitchell. He's got room. Centering pass to Collins. That's going to be cleared out by Murray. Murray going the other way. It's Hoffteaser's cross-eyes pass. That centering pass can't connect with Dickinson. That's an icing call against the Rams again. Now Curran Stuckey seeing some action for the first time in a few weeks. Piggott can't get the draw. It's taken by Collins for the Rams. They'll come away with it in their own zone. They're trying to clear, and they do. Now Ryan trying to connect with the puck. Back out, here's Piggott. Now it's Mitchell. Mitchell out to Petrangelo. Server called for an icing, but it's not necessary. He's again in the zone, as will his own run. Now Wood. Trying to clear the puck. We're going to stop at the play coming here to the offsides. A little sloppy here to start the second period. Lots of turnovers coming yet again. Whilst trying to find their momentum, especially after that offsides call. Pickett and company will head to the bench. Now in for Hartek. Attempting to draw against Vonfeld. Vonfeld takes it. Back by Perini. Out across for Grasso. Grasso behind the net. Taken by Ryan. Ryan bounced off the boards. And in the corner, Hartek racing forward, as is Jeremy Nash. Puck handled by Locust. Excuse me. Grasso. Into the park. Puck is cleared out again. And coming the other way is Hartek. Hartek's got wheels. Malas takes a shot. Kept out again by Gallimore. Puck. Malas at the top of the zone. Takes it to the corner. Handled by Hartek. Nash looking for the wraparound. Ryan in the corner. Back to Nash. Here comes to Hartek. Out to Ryan at the top. And back, and it's picked up by Perini on the Rams. Across to Michael Ryan. Ryan out to Malas. Malas looking for help. Loses the puck. Picked up by Ryan. Placing for the puck is Bergie. Ryan's line will go to the bench. Bergie out in front. Takes a shot into traffic. Save again by Gallimore. Left out of the air by Feinberg. And going the other way is Sleds. Tyler Sleds in the corner, facing pressure from Hull. That cross-ice pass, no one's there to receive. Feinberg in the corner. Buff's trying to clear it, down goes Hull. Now it's Sandberg. Sandberg takes a shot from deep, that's deflected. Sleds at the half wall. Takes it good to the Ram. Feinberg up the left side. He's got wheels skating into the slot. That play is broken up by a herd of Buffaloes. 15 and a half to go here in the second period. Score still 3-1, Colorado. Now Pearson coming the other way. Down the slot. It's down to Rosalenko. Pearson shot, score! Brody Pearson, his second of the day, off the assist from Jake Rosalenko. Sneaks it past Colin Gallimore. Wow, what a play! Bucks take a 4-1 lead. Man, electrifying play. Brody Pearson just coming up that slot. First out to the left to Rosalenko, and then right back to Pearson out in front and sneaks it right under the leg.
Really just phenomenally developed play by the Buffs. They were able to sneak it in, like you said, sneak it into the slot, and just what a well-placed shot. A little deep on the goalie, a little backhand, and bam, the back of the net. 4-1 for the Buffaloes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a change in goalie here for the Rams. Ethan Blackburn in the net now for CSU after Gallimore allowed 4 on the day. And back here's Andor. Andor takes a shot, swallowed up by Matthew Server. The crowd loves it. Wow, Brody Pearson and Jake Rosalenko with an incredible scoring attempt. The first goal of the second period for the Buffs puts them up by 3. 14 and a half to go in the second period. Cam Pigot's waved out of the draw. Looks like Dougie Wood will come in to replace him, facing Christian Collins. Collins takes it. Hunt Bond trying to get a shot off. Gloved out of the air by Piggott. Petrangelo take the puck. Server out of the net to play it. Facing pressure from Hunt Bond. Racing back to his net out in front. That's deflected way wide left. Wow, what a chance for the Rams. Dangerous situation for Matthew Server. We got that
Ooh,
shot in front deflected by a herd of Buffaloes. They can't clear the zone, kept in by Cromwell.
really good stop by Server there on that second one. Couldn't see the shot at all and was able to get his body in front of it. Also, his teammates blocking the shots.
Buffs doing what they need to do here. They're feeling the tough loss after that 4-1 loss last night before college. Petrangelo with a huge hit. It looks like Cam Piggott is slow to get up. And we'll get a penalty. A bit of a scrum taking place in center ice. But it's avoided. Yep, Connor Petrangelo is going to head to the box. And that hit on Piggott.
It's going to be Petrangelo for the second time this game today. Boarding is the call, cross-checking the previous penalty on him. And it gives the Buffs an opportunity on a full power play. It's the first time, I believe, this game.
Buffs will look to capitalize. The first full power play of the day, as he said, in 13:45 to go here in the second. Dougie Wood for the draw. Looks like Nathan McKinnon just scored against the Avs.
No. McKinnon scored for the Avs, obviously. Avs beat the Rangers. How do you feel about that, Kieran? Noted Rangers fan right here.
I grew up a Rangers fan, folks. So, I mean, but they've been struggling in recent years. So, I mean, I got to root for the Avs here, man, ever since I moved out here.
You do. And hey, as also an Islanders fan, I quite enjoy this one in two ways. The Avs win and we beat the Rangers.
I love it. Especially after that. Isles had an electrifying win the other night.
Against the Avs.
Yeah, against the Avs.
Oh, a nasty backhand, too, from McKinnon.
Oh, yeah. Malas out in front. Then pass from Dickinson out in front again. Out to Hawkins, out to the left side, but a herd of Rams is there to stop and help out Blackburn.
Nice little poke check away by Blackburn to get that puck. He saved it off the right pad and just knocked it away. And a good clear for Colorado State here.
Now Hofteaser. Well, got to his left. Nearly played it into his bench.
Colorado, you can see here, 10th out of 11 in the WCHL on the power play. A measly 16.4% entering today. Well, Colorado State, third-ranked PK in the league.
That shot from Hull from the corner couldn't get past. Awkward angle. Testa. Outside pass out in front. Oh, man, just thought that went in from up here from Cam Piggott.
What?
Testa. Oh, from the point. Flicked out in front. The rebound. Score! Looks like they're going to wave this one off. Wow, I'm not sure how that one would have made it in with like goaltender interference, but they're going to call this goal off. Score stays 4-1.
Oh, man, and what an exciting moment that was. I was just ready to comment on that elite pass from Testa Piggott that you mentioned. What a look there. And then immediately following that up, another two glorious chances, one falling into the net. Refs do say goalie interference. Goal won't count, but what a power play thus far for the Buffs. Still 28 seconds for them to try to get something on it.
So they'll come back out to the neutral zone. Pearson and Collins in for the draw. Pearson Collins getting a little bit of cheers from his crowd here. Pearson will take it. Not before losing the puck. Testa couldn't get his stick on it. Cleared out by Doan. Out to Piggott. Picking up the left side. He's got Rosalenko. Moves the puck in the corner. Back into the half wall is Pearson. Pearson out to Murray at the top. That's across to Testa into the corner. Back out to Murray. Murray able to keep it in. No, loses the puck. Forces the Buffs out of the zone. That'll effectively have killed that power play. Buffs still hold a commanding 4-1 lead.
Great poke by Testa there. Incoming Colorado State player, number 27, Petrangelo, the guy just out of the box.
Yeah, he was with speed and tried to make a play happen, but it was broken up. Excellent work by North Lake and company. Now Hunt Bond wants the puck. Hunt Bond takes a shot deflected by server. Score! Off the rebound. Looks like Petrangelo, fresh out of the penalty box, gets that goal for the Rams. The lead is narrowed to 2 for Colorado. It's 4-2.
And that's just unfortunate, Karen. It's a bouncing puck off the first shot, saved well by Matthew Server, but it bounces just behind him, behind the goal line, and Colorado State able to just get the rebound off the boards, off the back of the skate of Server, and into the back of the net to decrease the deficit down to 2 goals.
The offside's going to be called against Colorado. We'll try to make something happen. 11:06 to go here in period number 2. Oh, it was one heck of a setup by CSU. Petrangelo straight out of the penalty box. And he narrows this lead for the Rams. That's bounced off the board. Stevens looking for the puck. And now Carney. Out to the round of the corner. Out to Hartek. Hartek at the half wall. Here's the puck. Back out to Carney. Carney back to Hartek. Hartek trying to clear his zone. Rams keep it in. Ooh, looks like we're in the Rams bench. Behind the net is Stevens. Stevens. That pass out to the top of the zone. And taken by Jeremy Nash. Nash sends it into the corner. Trip up on Mitchell. Doing the pressure for Hartek. 10.5 to go here in the second period. Puck loose for the half wall. Sandberg trying to get his stick on it, but Stevens will come away with it for the Rams. And now it's at the cross. Grasso. Grasso to Stevens. That's a shot from Stevens, deflected by Magic Server, and it hits the netting.
So some life here for the Rams, Kieran. I mean, penalty for Colorado State. They kill it off pretty successfully. Colorado does score, called off immediately, and then play goes immediately the other way. Get a bad bounce for the Buffs. Good bounce if you're a Rams fan, and there are many Rams fans here. You can hear him on that goal, 4-2 now. The score halfway through the game, and very much up for grabs for anyone there.
Okay, diving for it. Luke Massey. Diving safe from Server. Now the Buffs have cleared the zone. Here comes Dickinson up the right side. Rather, Dickinson takes a trip. Brown wants a call. They're not going to get one. Dickinson centering pass intended. Snooky for Snooky. A shot from Stamberg. That's deflected. Looks like it hit the netting, so play will stop.
Unfortunate there. Totally whiffed on the shot, did Sandberg. And honestly, I kind of thought he should have passed back up to the point, try to move around the defenders from Colorado State. There were hordes of players surrounding the goaltender, Blackburn. And as you mentioned, I did think there was a tripping that should have been called there, uncalled by the officials. And you got to keep playing on.
We will play on. Rams will take the face off, and that'll hit the netting again.
We should just do this every 5 seconds for the rest of the game. You know, we don't need to score more. 4-2 is fine. I'm good with it.
Hey, man. Just deflection up into the netting. Probably won't get out of here until close to midnight, but hey, we'll take it. Massey, that shot deflected off of TJ Norris. He goes down. Sandberg wrapping around behind his net. Brings it back for Massey. Now Massey's got wheels. Sent it out. Cam Piggott tried to get a stick on it, but intercepted by Frisson. That's played as Blackburn. Back for Ty Doe and the captain. Now Norris. Norris sent across to Andor. Andor's got help from Shookman. He's forced into the corner by Matty Hull. Back to Shookman. Taken by Norris. Cleared out again by Elliot Testa.
Awesome work by Testa. He's been everywhere today.
Testa with another huge hit, and down goes Andor.
Speaking of being everywhere, there he is for a massive hit in the ozone.
Down to the corner is Testa again. Out to hole at the top. Out to Merrick. Hole. Pass deflected by Norris. Andor looking for the puck at the half wall. As is Testa. Everywhere you look, there's Elliot Testa. Now diving forward was Dougie Wood. A little bit of a trip up on Schiffman, but the zone is cleared. Doan. Now back out. Looking by Piggott. Piggott from Jen. Testa with another opportunity from Dougie Wood. And it's just wide. That's a net of Blackburn. Ball goes back. Merrick will take it. 8 minutes to go here in the second. Wood. Wood's got wheels. Got help from Rosalenko. Left back for Bergy. Bergy takes a
Ooh.
shot. Saved by Blackburn. He'll dive on top of that one.
It's a sneaky little shot there from Bergy. As I said, one of the leading point scorers on this team, one of the leading goal scorers as well. And that caught Blackburn up high in the match. Looked like it confused him a little bit. He's able to corral it once it drops down right below, but that was dangerous. There's a number of buffs in the area there just hunting for a rebound like sharks in the water.
My goodness. Buff's pressure has not slowed down one bit. This is what we love to see.
That's exactly, I wanted to talk about that. Something I've been very happy with Colorado's play today is they've been very effective at A, capitalizing on turnovers, trying to get shots off of that, and B, offensive forecheck and even defensive backcheck. They've been very good along the boards here, pressuring Colorado State into mistakes and turning over the puck.
These are mistakes that we've seen them made all season, but they're turning the tables here for sure. Petrangelo now, out the hole, play broken up. Cromwell. Looks like we're getting a penalty against the Rams. Petrangelo heading back to the box. His second of the period, his third of the game.
And it's our boy again, Connor Petrangelo. Man, does he like the box in there. And, he's got a goal tonight, but he's also got 3 penalties. 2 of them, I believe, in this second period alone. And not doing his team any favors, obviously. 2 minutes now on the penalty kill. Let's see what the Buffs can do here. They got a called-off goal, the previous power play. Immediately conceded the second goal of the afternoon, directly following that power play. Let's get a net positive here on this man advantage for Colorado.
Absolutely. That last goal getting called back, that stung the Buffs for sure. And they'll look to capitalize here. 7:24 to play here in the second period. With Dickinson in to attempt the draw, facing Connor Schuckman. Looks like Dickinson's waved off. Off teaser will come in. Off teaser takes it. Carney at the top. Near the half wall, rather. Wood sent back for Dickinson. Fighting for the puck. Was the joke. Carney kept it in. Nearly lost the puck. He's off teaser. At the half wall, forced into the corner. Looking for the wraparound. Emerson Malas in the corner. He picks up the puck. Looking for help, feeling pressure from Schuckman. Now Wood. Wood with the wraparound. And a herd of Rams there to stop it. So nearly cleared out. Excellent work by Dougie Wood, keeping it in at the top. Looks like they're going to stop play as that hit the netting.
Definitely some good work from the Buffs, as you noted, at keeping the puck in the ozone. They've been very good at holding the blue line on both ends today. Colorado State, they've had rushes, but also Colorado has done a really good job of just holding them in the neutral zone. And like I said, in reverse, pinning the Rams into their own defensive zone, again, causing turnovers, the board battles. Colorado's been physical today. We saw it with the Testa hit. We've seen it along the boards, and we see it in a 4-2 lead.
Now coming in will be Rosalenko in for the draw against Crispin Collins. Rosalenko takes it. At the top is Merrick. Merrick bounce to Piggott. Half wall, Merrick at the top. Back to Piggott at the half wall. Looking for help. Merrick again. Pass is broken up by Collins. Collins up the left side's got a chance short-handed with Hunt Bond. Sent out in front. Save again by Server. We're not going the other way with speed. 1 minute to go on the power play. Here's Piggott. Getting into the slot. Right back for Testa. Testa into the corner. Broken up by Doan. Now back into the corner. I got the hole.
Good work.
Hole.
Good work by Colorado State. Sorry, Karen. To get back there defensively, quick 2-on-1 rush for them, and then the Buffs had a little rush going up the ice off a nice pass from Server, and Colorado State able to get back in position well.
Florida State clears his zone again. Less than half a minute to go on the power play for the Buffs. Some excellent chances for Colorado so far. Just have not been able to capitalize. Rosalenko's still on the ice. He's going to go to the bench. 10 seconds to go on the power play. And one last chance here for Matty Hole. While the Rams are still shorthanded, that shot deflected. Nash looking for Piggott. Inside 5.5 to go in the second period. Buffs lead 4-2. Piggott in the corner, out to Malas at the half wall. Put it out to Murray. That's the Rams through the zone. Nash. Back for Mitchell. Mitchell will pick it up in the corner. They're coming the other way. Stevens up the left side, right side rather. Really pressure from Malas. That shot deflected high and hits the netting. Looks like it went out of the rink.
So the Buffs once again unable to capitalize on the man advantage against Colorado State. That's become a slight trend here tonight. Obviously, as we said, Colorado State scored their second goal following the previous Buffs power play. With this offensive draw, Colorado wants to look to not allow that to happen again. Now, granted, the second goal for the Rams was a very odd rebound, but they still managed to put it in the net, and that's all that matters.
Mashkovec not able to keep it in. 4:40 to go. Kept him at the top of the zone by the Rams. Behind is Sandberg, racing for the puck, but it's handled by Stevens. Stevens behind the net. Picked up by Grasso in the corner. Stevens feeling pressure from Artek. Malas out in front. Here's Grasso. It'll be cleared out by Nash. Here comes Malas up the right side. He's got wheels. Malas loses the puck. Gives it up to Malasik again. Now Sandberg. One-timer from, Charlie Murray. That goes high into the corner, way wide.
Impressive, suffocating defense there, though, on the rush by Malas. Really well done job by Colorado State, not even allowing a shot there by the Buffs.
Now Sandberg. Yeah, their D is really stepping up in the second half of the second period. Now Bergy. Bergy loses the puck, forced into the corner, looking for help from Rosalenko. Maybe wrapped around.
Sweet move to even get it in the offensive zone, though. A couple of touch passes to himself. Good job by Bergy.
Now Perini takes a shot, saved by Server. Also clear the zone. 3.5 to go. Pearson. Plays broken up by Doan. Pearson plays it back into the zone. His line gets a change. Puck is still loose in the corner. Rosalenko looking for it. Taken by Feinberg. Feinberg out to Hernberger. Played into the corner. Puck is loose. Doan will take it behind his net. Get back out. Bergy wants a piece of the puck. They'll take it by Pearson. Pearson at the top. He'll get rid of it. Taken by Feinberg. Now bring back. This line for CSU. Got to be gas at this point. Hold on the Buffs. Chance here, shorthanded, Fritzen shot saved by Server. An easy save for Server out in front. Approaching the 2.5 minute mark to play here in the second period. Now back out of Stuckey. Stuckey into the corner, back for Jake Carney. Stuckey's tripped up by Fritzen. Now Carney. Another turnover to Sleds. Sleds back out to Hole. Off teaser up the right side. He's got a chance. Now he's going to play it into the corner. Dickinson looking for the puck. Kept in at the top. That shot wide, right of the net. Inside 2 to go. Off teaser looking for the puck at the half wall, as is Curran Stuckey. That step back out. Taken by Feinberg. Feinberg takes a hit right in front of the penalty box.
A little mistimed there on that hit, but it did the job effectively.
Now Stuckey. Gonna repass the hole, out to Piggott. Piggott shot saved by Blackburn. Buffs finally able to put a shot on net.
100%. Really nice rush there from the Buffs. They were able to capitalize on just kind of some lax defending by Colorado State. They gave them the ice. The Buffs took the ice. The one thing I wish that Piggott would have done there is shoot for a rebound off the pads. He shot up high, which is not a bad decision at all. It's a great shot, great choice, and it didn't work. But I wanted him to shoot for the rebound there. He had two other teammates coming in very hot on the left side and possibly could have created a rebound for a goal by the Buffs.
Got Hole chasing back this puck into his own zone. 1:15 to go here in the second. It's out. Off teaser. Move it back. Doan. Bounce it off the boards. Piggott. Now we get an icing call here against the Buffs. If I'm not mistaken, that might be one of the first icing calls of the night for Colorado. I know CSU has got 4 or 5 on the night. A little bit of miscommunication from the Buffs, obviously. Their bench is starting to get fired up. 54.7 to go here in the second period. And back out the shot from deep. And Collins out in front. Zone is cleared again. Wow, Matthew Server not catching a break. Here's Wood. Play broken up by Mitchell.
Wood nearly with a little spinorama look there at the blue line.
Now kept into the zone. Piggott wrapped around for Merrick. Taken by Testa in the corner. Coming the other way is Hunt Bond. Hunt Bond's got wheels. Now Wood. We're looking for another spinorama attempt, it looks like.
Wood's some impressive puck handling there, just keeping possession even as he's being hounded by two Colorado State defensemen.
Now 5 seconds to go. We're going to stop it to play. Looks like it's offsides.
4 seconds to go here in the second period, and I've really, really liked this period from Colorado. They have put on a tremendous show here against Colorado State. Obviously, the Rams scored, but what matters is that the Buffs did as well to preserve still some semblance of a pretty good lead. I am excited to see how this third period goes. Little shot there from Moles. I'm excited to see how this third period goes, Karen. Colorado State, I think, a little bit frustrated at some of the chances they missed. Colorado really doing well, like we've said, shutting down the attack and the puck regrouping in Colorado State's defensive zone. The Buffs have done a really, really good job at just hammering Colorado State. They only have 16 shots to CSU's 19, but just a really, really good performance from the Buffs in that second period, and exactly what you want to see after, admittedly, kind of a meager first.
Absolutely. I mean, this is an impressive rebound for the Buffs here this evening, coming in after that tough loss last night of Fort Collins, 4-1. They're coming back into their rigs. The crowd loves it, and it's 4-2.
And
So
what
folks,
I like is they've matched Colorado State's total from last night, right? It's definitely a more intense, higher scoring game. And I think that kind of favors the Buffs. Obviously, Colorado State, top of the WCHL. Colorado, not quite the bottom, but yeah, they're in the trenches down there. But Colorado is showing what they have showed all year, what they've showed all 4 years I've been here, Kieran, is that you kind of never really know what you're getting from them on any given night, in this case, afternoon. And in this case, they're playing phenomenally well this second period. I want them to keep that up in the third, keep up the pressure, keep up the chances, and keep on getting into the heads and frustrating the Colorado State players.
couldn't have said that better myself. So we'll step aside here on Scuba Sports. Third period coming up. Welcome back to Boulder for period number 3 of the Rocky Mountain Face-Off featuring the Colorado State Rams and the Colorado Buffaloes here at the CU Rec Center in beautiful Boulder, Colorado. For period number 3 of action, as a reminder, Colorado leads 4-2 over the Rams after an electrifying end of that first period and quite a solid second period from both sides as well, Aiden. Well, we got Matthew Server still in net for the Buffs, as is Ethan Blackburn.
Yeah, both goalies been doing a pretty good job today. 4-2 the score. Server has looked wonderful, and I've liked how Blackburn has looked since he came in relief of Gallimore. We still don't know why that switch was made, whether it was just due to performance, possible injury, uncertain, but the switch was made in the middle of the second period.
Yeah, it was a very swift change as well. I think after that fourth goal by the Buffs, they just decided to pull Gallimore and put Blackburn back in. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe Blackburn played last night.
Colorado State here, not on the rope, but down 2 goals to their rivals. Colorado, up a pair. Colorado going to be looking to, as I said at the end of the second, keep up everything they were doing in that second period. Phenomenal work, phenomenal drive, phenomenal play. Colorado State going to try to beat back the Buffs in the physicality department. That's how they're going to tie this game.
Christensen takes the face off for the Rams at center ice. Now it's handled by Cam Piggott. Piggott sent back to Testa with speed up the left side. Testa from an awkward angle kept out by Blackburn. Now it's Petrangelo into the corner. Had 3 penalties so far this game. Petrangelo's got speed up the left side, right side rather. Takes a shot and it's kept out by Matthew Server. Now going back the other way is Hunt Bond. Handled by Collins. Broken up by Cam Piggott. Piggott's shot deflected up into the netting as he goes down. Takes a hit on Petrangelo a little bit.
Buffs very tenacious on the puck this second half of this game. First half, a little bit beaten around by Colorado State. Colorado State kind of controlled the pace of play, the time in the O-zone, the dominance possession, whatever you want to look at. Now Colorado really doing a phenomenal and incredible job at this. You can see just everywhere along the boards in the center of the slot and the neutral zone. Doesn't matter, although they do miss the puck there. They've been really good at handling the puck and getting it off of the Rams stick and onto a Buffalo player.
Looking at Buff players, here comes David Hofteaser. Up the left side, facing pressure from Mitchell. Down goes Hofteaser. Hits the boards. Now it's Stevens. Stevens' play broken up. Hofteaser looking for help. It's handled by Cromwell behind the net. And Blackburn will smother it.
Like we said, Kieran, last night the Colorado State Rams scored 4 times in a 4-1 win over the Buffs. We have now matched that total in terms of goals for the Buffs here. Colorado is 1-1 this season versus CSU. No overtime losses, yet they do have a shootout loss in the last 3 years versus Colorado State, going 5-6-1 over that time span. As we've said, a little bit of dominance by the Colorado State Rams in the last 3-4 years, with Colorado getting some really impressive signature victories. However, those are all overshadowed by the 2 failures for qualifying for the postseason against Colorado State.
It's this team that's been keeping them. It's been the source of their frustration these past couple of years. That shot out in front, kept out by Blackburn. Rams looking to line change, as will the Buffs. Seems like the draw is going to come back out. No, it will stay in the Rams zone. Emerson Milas and company back out. Looks like Hartek's going to come in to attempt the draw. But the Rams will take it. There's Max Fernberger. Going the other way now is Hartek, sent out to Ryan. Ryan with a bit of a trip up at the half wall.
Beautiful
Christian.
job by Hartek, honestly, defense. Completely shut down a 2-on-1.
Now Hartek going the other way. Hit up by Milas, hit up by Doan. Now another big hit by Ryan. Rondown with a shot that's deflected by Carney up into the netting. Now Piggott, he'll face Collins for the draw. Collins will take it. Punt Bond into the corner. Takes a shot saved by Server. He's going to dive on top of it. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. We've seen a lot of stoppages at the beginning of this third period. Now Testa in against Collins. Testa takes it. Here's Ryan into the corner. Ryan looking for help, facing pressure from Collins. Carney with a wraparound to Wood. Looked up at the opposite half wall. Now that shot's kept out by Server. Wraparound attempt coming from Collins. Flubbed out of the air by Michael Ryan. Handled by Doan. Out in front. A herd of Buffaloes diving for the puck and a penalty coming here. Looks like Jake Carney's going to head to the box. So, first time the Rams have seen a power play in quite a few minutes here. And Pearson in for the draw against Collins. And let me tell you, Christian Collins has been absolutely fantastic on these faceoffs. Mitchell from deep into traffic. Shot score! Riley Hunt narrows the lead to 1 for the Buffs. Score is now 4-3.
Just unfortunate right off the beginning of the power play. Buffs unable to make the kill. Third-ranked power play in this WCHL against, once again, the Buffs. Not too great penalty kill, and there's nothing really more that can be said about that one. Buffs only down to a 1-goal lead. Still 17 minutes to go in this one, Kieran.
The draw. That's taken. Grasso. Mitchell with that draw. Cleared out by Server. Stevens with the backhand. And Grasso. Looks like they get another penalty coming here. And it looks like it's going to be against another Buffalo. Matty Hull is going to head to the box. The second power play in a row for the Rams. And a chance for an equalizer. Now Collins back in for the draw. He's facing Jake Rosalenko. Collins takes it. Mitchell at the top, at the half wall rather. Cross ice to Hunt Bond. Hunt Bond looking from deep. Half broken up. Into the corner. Back out to Mitchell at the point. Out to Stevens. Stevens in front. Hunt Bond wants a piece of it. Save made and rebound is cleared out. Now the Server diving for that one. Hunt Bond. Cross ice to Mitchell. Mitchell looking. Shot from deep. Broken up by Rosalenko and cleared out. 30 seconds gone by. Rosalenko and company will head off the ice. Stevens forced out to the left side by Hofteaser. Now coming is Andor. Andor is offside. And now coming in for the draw is Hofteaser. He's facing Aiden Bonfeld. But Hofteaser will take it. Huge shot from Hunter Merrick. Hunter Merrick, rather. Excuse me, folks. Bonfeld. Play broken up by Hofteaser. Chance short-handed. Hofteaser wants a piece of it. And now coming the other way with speed Petrangelo. Before he loses the puck, he's going to drop back. Connor Petrangelo, absolutely electric on the ice today, despite his high penalty minutes. It is over 6. Andor takes a shot. Score! Ryan Andor has this game is tied at 4, delivering the equalizer off the power play. 15-15 to go here in the third period. Game is tied at 4. And this CSU crowd loves it. Colorado in trouble.
Yeah, the Buffs' penalty kill troubles continue, just unable to really hold off Colorado State while down a man. And that penalty kill percentage sinking lower and lower, and now tied 4-4 are the Rams and the Buffs. Rams really putting on a clinic here on the power play early in this third period. They've had the man advantage, and they've used it to their advantage.
Dougie Wood in the corner, fighting for that puck. But it's cleared out by the Rams. They're going the other way now. Tyler Sled centering pass, no one to receive, intercepted by Michael Ryan. Excellent stick work. Wow, excellent stick work. Here comes Testa, all by himself, looking for the wraparound attempt out in front. No one there to help. Testa all over the ice today, trying to get a point. Trying to get his second of the game. So 14 and a half to play here in the third period. Still tied at 4. Dougie Wood gave up the pass. Dangerous situation as it was taken by Norris, but broken up. Held by Ryan. Another shot saved by Serber. Rebound is cleared out. Sleds. Total on the board. Up by Shookman. Shookman shot from deep. Glove down by Matthew Serber. It's a Collins will attempt to draw again. This time he's facing Owen Dickinson. CU crowd starting to get back into it, getting a little bit chirpy here. I'm surprised they haven't been more chirpy here in this Rocky Mountain face-off. This is wrapped around into the corner, handled by Collins. Petrangelo, broken up by Merritt. Murray, rather. Turns Stuckey able to clear the zone, and he does. Now the other way is Dickinson. He wants a piece of it before Collins is out to down to Petrangelo shot wide right. Puck still loose, handled by Massey, and taken by Hawkteaser up the left side. Hawkteaser's got wheels skating up into the slot. Hawkteaser out in front. Rebound can't make it through. It's always Dickinson tried to get there, but couldn't make it in time before Blackburn smothered it.
Huge save there from Blackburn. A possibly momentum-saving save there. Buffalo's just with a monumental rush down the ice, and they get a great shot off. I believe it was looking 5-hole on Ethan Blackburn to make the stop pretty easily, I would say.
Blackburn with another incredible save. Rosalenko attempted to draw. He's not going to get it. And the stop is coming immediately as we'll have a penalty. Look, it's going to be on the Buffs yet again. No, it's going to be on the Rams.
And Makai Mitchell is just arguing his way to the box with the ref here. Not 100% yet sure yet what they've called, either tripping or interference, I would take a guess. Interference is the call.
Behind Mitchell heading to the box. The first power play of the period for the Buffs. And Pearson. That's a Schickman. Pearson will take the draw. Hole at the top. Cross ice to Piggott. Piggott sent into the corner. Picked up by Rosalenko. Rosalenko lost the puck. And handled by Pearson. Pearson looking for help. Backhands it to Rosalenko. In the corner, he lost it. And play is broken up again by Fritzson. 13 minutes to go here in the period. Puck loose behind the net. Handled by Rosalenko. Pearson. Out around the top for Matty Hole, who keeps it in. Testa able to keep it in the zone. Sent back for Piggott into the corner. Piggott fighting for the puck as he goes down. Now Schickman. Piggott out in front into the slot. Setting up a shot. Takes it into traffic and it'll be cleared out by Tycho and the captain. Going the other way. Shorthanded attempt and broken up by Matty Hole. Excellent work. PJ Norris getting up that right side. 1 minute to go here on the power play. Testa getting back into the zone before it's cleared out almost immediately. Server looking for help. Taken by Hole. Now here comes Hole. Going to dump it into the corner. And Dickinson racing to pick it up. 12 minutes to go here in the third period. 40 seconds on the power play. Piggott. Play is broken up again by Christian Collins. Now Hunt Bond with a wraparound attempt. Diving for the save with Matthew Server. Holy cow. What a stop. Now Dougie Wood. Cross ice to Hofteaser. Hofteaser looking for help. He's going to look for a wraparound into the corner. Centering past it. Dickinson can't connect. So it's cleared out. 8 seconds to go on the power play. That'll do it.
Some really good defense here on this penalty kill for Colorado State. Completely neutralized pretty much every attack the Buffaloes had, and on that 2 minutes, a chance to respond to Colorado State's tying goal, unable to do so for Colorado.
Now looking to respond is Grasso. Grasso facing pressure from Sandberg. Cross ice to Bonfeld. Bonfeld in front. Stevens tried to get a shot off.
Really dangerous one there. Server out of position trying to react to that save, and had Stevens corralled that puck, he had a man up high for a wide open fifth goal.
Grasso looking for the puck. Play broken up by Dickinson. Out goes over with Cromwell. Dropping back. It's a zone up the right side at the half wall. Picked up by Stevens. Play broken up. Here's Grasso up into the slot. Cromwell back to Grasso. Center pass. Shot saved by Server.
Colorado's success tonight, Karen, has come off of exactly what we were talking about in the second period. Good puck control, really good physicality and disruption of the Colorado State play along the boards and in the slot. The script has been flipped here in the third period. Colorado State is now doing exactly that, and Colorado looks completely caught on their heels, just backpedaling right now as Colorado State tons of pressure in the O-zone, and they've got 2 goals to show for it.
Fritzson, Mitchell. This is a stoppage. This might have been offside. $10:15 to go here in period number 3. Game's still tied at 4. It's Piggott in for the draw. And he'll take it. The crowd here for CU, very young crowd here as well. Great to see the youth come out and support the Bucks. Now Piggott. Turnover taken by Sleds. Massey in the corner. Centering pass intended for Piggott. He can't connect. Testa trying to get his stick on the puck. Kept in by Dougie Wood. It's a work. Wood out to the left side, looking, puts it right on the pad of Blackburn.
And all of that work was spurned by Massey, just dominating, bulldozing down the left side here on the boards, getting a little bit of a chance as, nearly an opportunity for the Buffs as Colorado State slips.
Take it out to Murray. Pesto with another wraparound. 9:20 to go here in the period. Now Pearson. Pearson looking for help. Got the wraparound. He's not going to get any from Piggott. Piggott gloved it out of the air. Now Rosaleko. Rosaleko passing the traffic. Intercepted by Majolski. And across the stick from Pearson. Later by Marini. Marini feels pressure and a hit on Luke Massey. Still tangled up. Stumbles avoiding Rosaleko up the right side. He's got help from Massey. Rosaleko takes a shot. Swallowed up by Blackburn. Man, Luke Massey making his presence known. Had help. Rosalenko just decides to take that shot. He is all over the ice once again.
Really just phenomenal work from the Buffs there. Just quick chip up, and then it's Massey, and it was Rosalenko, I believe, on the rush. Yes, and they get the shot off, and it's a really nice save there for Blackburn on a pretty dangerous rush there for the Buffs that didn't look like it had a shot available, and then Rosalenko slowed up and was able to make it.
And Nick Hartek attempted the draw. Handled by Merrick. So back out. Pass intended for Nash. Couldn't get through traffic. Hartek is down to the corner. Here's Nash. And then back down. Goodbye, Hole. Hole shot deflected by Strickman. I guess he's trying to. Looks like they were trying to keep it in their own zone. Now Nash. At the Cromwell. Will be helped by Mitchell. And then Norris at the half wall will try to handle it. Now it's taken. That shot from Merrick. Malas sent wide.
A little bit disjointed here for Colorado State. Colorado doing really well to get some pressure and some energy in on these plays and winning some puck battles, turning over the Rams in their own zone.
Rams finally clear the zone. Here comes Norris up the left side, facing pressure from Hole. With a wraparound attempt coming, and it'll be smothered by Matthew Silver.
TJ Norris, one of the goal scorers of this game for Colorado State, just some dominant solo work there, driving down the far side of the boards and getting a chance off, not explicitly a shot on Matthew Server, who's able to cover up to his left.
Collins in for the draw against Dickinson. Always count on Christian Collins if you're the Rams. I think the Rams are going to take it. Hunt Bond and into the slot. Server looking for the shot. That rebound attempt from traffic was deflected. No chance for Fritzen out in front. Diving for it with Server. Puck is handled by Ryan, and it's loose at the half wall. Bounced off the boards. Dickinson looking for it. Cleared out by Stuckey. Hoffdieser. Top of the zone, forced out to the left side at the half wall. Taken by Collins. Collins backhander to Hunt Bond. Hunt Bond waits a shot. That goes high up over the net. Stuckey looking. He's got Dickinson. Dickinson getting up right into the stomach of Petrangelo. Hoffdieser takes a shot, swallowed up again by Blackburn. 6.5 to go here in the third period, tied at 4.
Hoffdieser with a lightning wrister there, just deep into the breadbasket of Ethan Blackburn, the goal for Colorado State. And Colorado, a couple of rush chances here. After setting off a couple good opportunities, some real close looks, including one that I thought was almost going to go in for Colorado State on the opposite end.
The Skull Buffs chant radiating from this rink as this place roars back to life. Bergie in for the face-off, but the Rams will take it. Rosalenko lost the puck, and it's cleared out by the Rams. Massey handles the puck out to Pearson. Pearson's got help, sent to Bergie. Bergie shot wide left. Rosalenko looking for a rebound. Looks like Look at a stoppage.
Massive shot from Bergie there. You heard it. You heard the crowd too, loudly chanting "So Buffs." And honestly, I was hoping they would continue through the play. Um, but some good work here in the offensive zone by Colorado. They've gotten back to that disruptive game, and it's been effective thus far, really stymieing some of Colorado State's opportunities to clear the zone.
Massey takes the draw, takes a shot into traffic. Puck is loose and cleared out again. Taken by Stevens. Grasso chasing it down, as is Murray. Murray will get there.
That should have been icing.
That was close.
That was tipped by Colorado State. Very nice tip, but behind their blue line and then not beat out there. That should have been icing on the CSU Rams.
Stevens moves the puck in a bit of a scrum. Woselenko goes down, loses his glove. It's slow to get up. Woselenko makes it back to his feet. Getting into the corner, Massey. Left player goes down. It's Logan Bergie into the corner. Puck is loose at the half wall. Murray fighting for it. Picked up by Cromwell. Here's Pearson. Cross-ice pass intended for Woselenko. Can't connect. Woselenko racing for the puck before it's wrapped around and handled by Server. And now here comes Hunter Merrick. Brisson intercepts that one. It's Strickman. Right back into the zone by CSU. We approach the 5-minute mark here in the third period. Testa. Testa's got wheels. Turns it over to Doan. No one able to help. So Testa just trying to get that shot off, but he's just at a disadvantage, not coming in with help. Merrick, that's a cross. Pickett with a shot deflected by a defender. Now Merrick chasing this puck down. Server's going to smother it.
Colorado slightly off their structured game plan. They're getting the chances here. They're getting the opportunities, but right there you can see it. I believe it was Pickett had the chance down in the corner blocked, and instead of passing to the open Buffaloes player up top, probably keeping possession for a little bit longer, just a desperation backhand towards the net. And Colorado, you're getting these chances, but you need to stay structured in your game plan and stay structured with who you're passing to preserve your momentum.
Now Cam Pickett, he takes a trip. No penalty call. The crowd wanted one. Right up by Petrangelo. Up the right side. He's got wheels. Petrangelo. That's a hunt. Bond's handled by Puck is handled by Carney at the half wall. And taken by Testa. Testa out to Wood. Wood's got help from Pickett. He'll leave it back to the back end. Pickett looking for help. Takes a shot wide right. 4 minutes to go here in the period. The clock might have stopped for a second. Michael Ryan chasing down the puck. Final 4 minutes of play. Now Pickett. Put across to Merrick. Molas rather, that shot from Michael Ryan went wide. Into the corner. Now handled Nash out in front. Molas feeling pressure. He's got it from Grasso. Molas takes a shot into traffic. And the rebound is cleared out. Another shot whistled just wide to the right. Now Carney. His pass is cleared out. Grasso out to Bonfeld. Bonfeld looking. They into the corner. That's another pass out in front. Cleared out by a herd of Buffs. Princeton takes a shot, kept out by Server. Rebound. Attempt is cleared by Jake Carney. Forced into the corner. Final 3 minutes of play here in the third period. Score tied at 4. Nash bounced off the glass. Nash racing forward in the corner. Set back out, but it'll be intercepted by Fritzson as he can't get the puck to Nick Merrick. Excuse me. Or Nick Hartek, excuse me. That'll hit the netting and play will stop. 2:40 to go. Oh, Dickinson in for the draw. He's facing Connor Shookman. Shookman with Wins the draw. That shot kept out by Blackburn. Final 2.5 to go in regulation. Massey right into the corner. Now Hawkeyes are looking for the puck. Bounced off the boards by Fritzen. And Dickinson puts it up, left it back for Hofteaser. Cross ice to Dickinson. Dickinson up into the slot on the zone. Takes a shot from deep. That goes high over the net. And they handle Massey. Gets the puck from server. Final 2 to go. Threw out by Stuckey. The Rams continuing to apply that pressure. Behind the net is Murray. And by Pearson. Pearson and his pass intercepted by Hunt Bond, sent back into the corner. Final 90 seconds of regulation. Murray. Out to Massey. Back to Murray behind the net.
As the NFL Red Zone likes to call it, this is the witching hour here, Karen. It is tense for both teams. Neither team wants to make a mistake right now.
Mosaleko. Going up the left side. Looking for help. He'll send us around on the boards. Bergie racing for the puck, as is Brody Pearson. Mosaleko looking for it. As we approach the 1 minute mark here in regulation. $59.4 to go here in regulation. A fresh set of skaters come on for the Buffs.
And that's smart. See if you can get a face-off win, set up, establish your zone time for a couple seconds, and put some shots on net. Pressure the goaltender, pressure Colorado State into making the one mistake here to go up 5-4.
Looks like CSU has called the timeout. And if you're the Rams right here, what would you be saying to your team right now in the final minute of
Do
the period?
everything to do preventative shutdown defense. Do not give them any lanes, any hope, any options to shoot at Blackburn. And if you get a turnover, go for it. Bolt down the other way. Force Colorado into a mistake at home.
That's what they're going to try to do to keep their number 1 seed alive here in the WCA. Game tied at 4. It's a huge weekend for both of these teams. And the Skill Buffs chance has started once again. And they have continued into play. Grasso into the corner. Final 50 seconds of the game. Regulation, rather. Coming back, sent back pass, broken up by Testa. Testa sent across the hole. Hole, back to Testa. Up the left side. Final half minute to go. Testa's got wheels. Forced out to the half-wall center. He passed the Wood. Wood shot, deflected out in front. Rebound. Diving for it was Blackburn. He's still out of the net. Final 20 seconds to go here in regulation. And coming up the other way is Stevens. 15 seconds. Puck is loose in the corner. Hole comes away with it, as does Hunter Merrick. 5 seconds to go in regulation. Last chance for the Buffs. Looks like they'll wind this one down. And we are going to overtime here at the CU Rec Center. Game tied at 4.
Unfortunate for the Buffs, who led 4-2 at the beginning of this period, to allow it to go to overtime, allowing 2 goals to Colorado State, both, I believe, on the power play, Kieran. But a good job nonetheless by Colorado to force it at this point to go to overtime. Colorado State with some tremendous pressure, some really good work the last 5-10 minutes of this period, and Colorado State matching them most of the way in that sense. Now to overtime, where in the last 3 seasons, Colorado is 2-1 against Colorado State in that respect. The one loss coming in a shootout loss, I believe, last year to Colorado State. So they've got the slight advantage, but it's not that big, and those are past records. Right now is right now, and regardless of if the Buffs were 2-1 or 0-8, all that matters is scoring a 5th goal here to win in overtime.
Yeah, Buff's talent has definitely shifted since those years. And that 2-1 record all time in the last couple of years.
A lot of this is going to involve just smart hockey sense, good IQ, smart plays. Don't take the crazy unnecessary risks, but if you see an opening, take it.
So now coming into the draw is David Hoffteaser. He's facing Christian Collins, two of the best in the circle. Hoffteaser takes the draw. He's forced back into his zone, back to Murray. Murray with wheels up the right side. The 3-on-3 takes a shot from deep, swallowed up by Blackburn.
Nice little look there. I liked it. Sometimes things can happen. Throw the pucks at the net. It's a very, very old hockey cliche, but it's true. Sometimes weird stuff happens.
Hoffteaser back in for the draw with Collins. That's cleared out of the zone. Right off the draw, taken by Murray. Murray feeling pressure from Petrangelo. Malas. Malas has got wheels, takes a shot. If I recall correctly, Malas had one overtime winner earlier this season.
Tricky shot there from Malas. Fooled Blackburn a little bit, but he got it with the right pad.
I'll take it, Malas. Who's got it? 2-on-2. Forced into the corner. Crowd loves this energy on the ice. 4:15 to go here in the overtime period. Murray shot from deep, deflected. Looking for it is Hoffteaser. Malas is going to go to the bench. Out comes Elliot Testa. 4 minutes to go. Now sent back out. Headed by Stevens. Stevens cross ice pass. Broken up by Matty Hole. Now before being handled by Von Feld.
Dangerous there. They let Von Feld get past them, and he got the pass, but nice defense to break it up.
Now here comes Testa up the other way. Buster off sides. Come back out to neutral territory for the draw. Coming in is Piggott. He's facing Stevens. Stevens takes it. Zone. Dropping back. Blackburn has not allowed a single goal on the Buffs today. Go Buffs chant radiating from the stands yet again. Bonfeld. Out to Doan. Doan intercepted by Piggott. Piggott goes down with Doan. Crowd wanted a call. They're not going to get one. Here's Cole.
Smart job by Blackburn there to get that puck out of his danger zone.
Hall sent across to Piggott. Piggott looking for help. He's been on the ice for well over a minute now. Now Hall at the top. Sent the cross intended for Testa. Comes back to Hall.
Careless little pass there. You can't be doing that, especially in overtime where possession is the biggest key to 3-on-3.
Looks like Piggott's going to be forced out of the zone. This line is gassed. Onto the ice. Oh, still Testa. Testa forced out to the right side. And by Hunt Fawn. 2.5 to go. Now Hunt Fawn. Out to Grasso. Grasso out to Fritzen with speed. Fritzen looking for a wraparound attempt. Comes back out to the top. Good pressure dropping back. Brody Pearson, Dougie Wood out on the ice. And it's going to go to the bench. Out comes Jake Carney. Hunt Bond. Bond takes a shot. Puck is loose out in front and cleared out. Diving for it was Matthew Server. What a Herculean effort. Now coming the other way. Carney. Pressure from Collins. But the icing against the Buffs.
I mean, I don't like that. That was icing, but with the previous not icing in a very similar scenario, I don't really like that double call, although that was icing right there. Timeout taken by Colorado, which I think is a smart move. Minute 49 left in overtime. And wow, Kieran, was that heart-stopping. The puck just sat there behind her server. And honestly, it had a little bit of momentum going on through it. If Colorado had not realized, that could have just trickled right in the net.
That was a dangerous situation for Colorado. Holy cow. Matthew Server able to recognize it and dive for that save. He has been all season, but we have a timeout taken. So the draw is coming back to the Buff zone with 1:49 to go. Also, we want to say a huge thank you for watching Scoba Sports this semester. As we head into winter break, we're not going to be on this channel for well over a month. So we're very thankful that everybody has tuned into Scoba Sports, and we're thankful that we were able to call these games for all of you.
Absolutely. It's one of the most fun things we get to do here as part of this club. And if you happen to be perhaps an upcoming freshman or any year of student here at Colorado, and you're interested in sports media, broadcasting, journalism, graphic design, you name it, come join us here at Scoba Sports. We'd love to have you.
Absolutely. We welcome everybody from a wide variety of talents. We would like to expand our broadcast team even more this spring. It would not be possible without support of our student body here at CU Boulder. Take it with a sloppy face off. I was taken, sent back out to Dougie Wood from Kearney. Cross ice to take it. Here's Kearney up the left side, right side rather. He's got help. Forced into the corner. At the half wall, dropping back. Now it's Cam Piggott. Minute and a half to go. Piggott at the top. Looking. Doesn't have Wood. Now Wood at the top of the zone, keeps it in. Out to Kearney. Kearney lost the stick. Score! Jake Kearney, the overtime winner for Colorado! 5-4 your final score. Game 2 of this Rocky Mountain faceoff. Wow, what a play! That is how you end a hockey game.
Colorado with the overtime winner, now 3-1 in the past 3 years after regulation versus these Colorado State Rams. You can hear the crowd. You can hear it all game, Kieran. What a phenomenal look. Phenomenal play from the Bucks. It's just a turnover by Colorado State. Colorado gets a nice little pass over to number 4, Jake Kearney. And what happens is he recognizes in front of the net, complete tie-up with the 2 defenders right in front of Blackburn. And he has direct angle. We saw it from up here at our booth, Kieran. Just picked the top right-hand corner of that net, hit the water bottle too. What a shot, what a play, what a game. What a 5-4 win for the Bucks and a response from last night.
Wow, that is how you respond against the top team in the WCHL. Coming in as the big underdogs here back in Boulder. You have a sold-out CU Rec Center ice rink, and holy cow, what an electrifying finish to this Rocky Mountain face-off. So the Buffs heading into winter break with an incredible win, and they salute their home crowd one final time. That was one heck of a victory for Colorado, as my boy I will try to recover from that incredible call.
Oh my, what a game. That was just really, really fun. And you can see both teams getting together at the center of the ice there. They're rivals, but they have a good time with it. Last night, definitely much more of a dominant game by Colorado State. Obviously, 4-1 win. Tonight here, back and forth hockey. Colorado storming to the lead after the first period, 3-1, 4-1. Then Colorado State manages to score twice, make it 4-3, gets the tying goal, and then tense for the rest of that game. Tense through overtime, tense through the nearly 4 minutes that it took, but 109 left on the clock. Jake Carney, what a shot.
What a shot indeed. Just sneaks it over the right shoulder of Ethan Blackburn and gets the dub for Colorado. And now I'm going to have to head home and have my voice recover from that incredible goal. Your final score from the CU Rec Center Ice Rink, 5-4 in the Rocky Mountain face-off.
And what a way to end this semester, Karen. Obviously, as you just said, our upcoming schedule here. The next game for the Buffs up in Vail on January 9th and 10th. That's always a fun one because it's a professional squad that they get to play against, and that means visors. But following that, they're back to the rec center for a 2 weekends in a row versus University of Mary, University of Oklahoma on the 16th, 17th, and the 24th, 25th. That should be pretty fun. Mary obviously not within division, Oklahoma in the WCHL, and then off to Springfield, Missouri at the end of January for a little bout with Missouri State, who they just played here their last or most recent home games before this one just a couple of weeks ago.
Absolutely incredible win here today for the Buffs. So they're going to head into winter break with some much needed rest before heading up to Vail after break. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all of us here on SCOBO Sports alongside Aiden Glockner, I'm Kieran Walker. Thank you all for tuning in on our skeleton crew here today, and skeleton crew on the equipment side as well.
Hey, and we even have a new Zamboni on the ice. What do you know?
Hey, we do. So,
All good vibes here in the rec center, unless you're a Rams fan. And if you are a Rams fan watching this broadcast, we thank you very much, honestly. Obviously, this is Go of Sports CU's one and only broadcast here for these hockey games. But we do appreciate you guys tuning in. No matter if you're a friend or foe, we're all from Colorado, unless, of course, if you're not. A couple players from all around the country. A lot from New Jersey
lots from New Jersey.
this
Yep.
Buffaloes team the past couple seasons.
Yeah, sometimes I wear my Suffern windbreaker from high school, and it's like, "Are you from Suffern High School?" I get that a couple times.
What do you
But I didn't
know?
wear it
New
today.
Jersey. How goes it? How goes
Yeah,
it?
Suffern High School, Suffern, my hometown, right on the border with New Jersey. So it's quite a nice place to grow up, but I love it here in Colorado. So anyway, y'all, thank you all for tuning into our stream here on SCOBO Sports alongside Aiden Glockner. I'm Kieran Walker saying you heard it here first, and so long from the CU Rec Center.